That
Okay,
is
that'll
fine.
be good.
Okay. Hi, everybody. How are you
Hi.
all? We're back for a kind of something a little bit different today. We were asking people to send us in some queries that we could maybe help answer. And I see some coming here up here on the screen. Can you see those, Rita?
No, I saw
Okay.
3 come up quick and I couldn't get all the names.
Okay. Well, we'll get to them in a minute. Rita, how are you doing? I haven't been talking to you in a few days.
I
Are you
know,
good?
that's because I want to know what happened last night. Come
It was,
on, I'm so excited. Come on, tell me
it was
everything.
It was mentally, one of those days when you're just living on pure adrenaline. And like the event was about anxiety, and yesterday I was like, ah! But I went to my yoga class yesterday morning, and that was really good, and it settled me for the day. And then it was really good. We had 51 ladies there last night.
Oh man, that's
And,
brilliant.
yeah, it was really good. It was really lively and busy and fun and full on, and we ran way over time, and it was brilliant. It was really, really good. I'm not giving anything away because we're doing this event again in 4 weeks in Athlone, and then after that we're going on to Galway to do it. So it was good. Women are
Oh,
empowered, and I'm getting lovely feedback this morning about women in different groups being overheard saying stuff that we were saying last night. So it was good. It was,
oh,
yeah.
that's great. So where's the next one?
The next one is in the Hudson Bay Hotel in Athlone. And
Where's
it's on, Athlone is in the Midlands. It's right in the middle of the country.
okay.
And it's on, it's the 20-something it's a Thursday night of April. And then after that, Galway, Sligo, the world really.
Oh, that sounds so
Womankind on
good.
tour. Yeah. So we're delighted.
Oh,
It's
I want to
lovely
fly
to
out. I want to fly over and come to work. So maybe one day, maybe one of
Yeah,
you, I'll turn
absolutely.
up.
Yeah, if you're good enough now, we'll have to see. Actually, I don't want to homeopath on this. This is my bandwagon.
For sure. I just want to come for the crack, as you say.
But we are going to organise our own event, aren't we? Towards the end of the year, we're going to do something mega.
We are. We haven't thought what it is yet.
No.
We just know it's going to be big. We're just building up over the whole year. Can't wait. That's so exciting. Don't know what it is.
We will pull something out of the bag. Okay. I'm looking at a comment here that came in, a question. And Rita, we have briefly discussed this. We can only advise people here. We're not prescribing. We're offering advice and some solutions, but it's not an exact prescription. So it's in your own hands to go and read up thoroughly all of these remedies that we talk about, because we can't see your patient or yourself. We don't know what's going on with them. So, but this is up to you. But you can do this. You get all the information. You get your book and you read up as much as you can before you go and prescribe.
Hi, Dania. Send us a question if you've got one. We'll help you out. So to add to what Antoinette said, it can be any question, and any homeopathy doesn't have to be how to heal something about else about homeopathy too. But that is so important to get across. There is such a confusion, as we teach you how to use your first aid kit and to prescribe for yourself. And that's kind of, imagine, if there's something you would look to your medicine cabinet for before going to the doctor, or not going to the doctor. It's not really that serious. I'll just deal with it. You would never really go to a doctor. That's where you kind of self-prescribe. Chronic problems, well, you would never really prescribe for that. You'd think, well, there's something wrong with me here. I don't know what it is. Or it's very complex. I need to go and see a doctor. That's where you kind of see a homeopath. So, like a bruise and a cut and vomiting, which is only going to last a couple of days, that we encourage you to deal with that yourself. So you're not making a big queue at the door at the doctors for very common things like, colds, coughs, flus, and things like that. But chronic serious problems, you always need a homeopath. But we're gonna address every question, and we'll also then highlight why there's so many remedies. We'll tell you the remedies we can think of and why you need a homeopath, because that homeopath needs to choose which one of the 10 remedies that we come up with, which is the most suitable for you.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Yeah, just really important to know the difference between what you can actually treat yourself and what you need help for. So, like Rita said, an acute, you can treat acutes yourself. These are the things that come on quickly. They're not very serious, but they could be, a very sore throat, or which we're going to talk about in a second. Or it could be a very bad headache or a very bad flu. Those are all acute situations. Anything else, asthma, eczema, that's not what we're going to talk about. They're chronic conditions. So the first one that came up, the first one in, Lisa, you were on the ball earlier today. Sore throats can never find a remedy that helps. So with the sore throat remedies, there are left-sided remedies and there are right-sided remedies, and sometimes that helps. And then there are remedies that you can take at the beginning of a sore throat, or you can take remedies for a very infected sore throat. So they're all different. Rita, do you have a couple you want to talk about, or will I just continue?
My two favourites are ferrum and ferrum phos salts. No, Dania. Hi, Dania. I know that. I think you use this. I did this thing on Facebook a year ago. Someone said, "Oh, help me, help me." Loads of people coming to me with this sore throat. Must have been the turn of the season, September or something. I said, "Get some ferrum phos salts." So this mother got one. I said, "Oh, well, for a joke." I said, like joking, but we did it. So we'll do a running commentary as you give it to your son. So this started at 10 in the morning. Ferrum phos salts you can get them from Health Shop, 6X. Mm-hmm. 10 o'clock, feeling a bit better, 12, fine, by the 9th, all gone. And I wish I could, repost that by calm. So there's ferrum phos salts, ferrum in your kit, or I go for belladonna, especially with little kids.
Okay.
If they've got a red face.
Yeah. The ferrum phos tissue salts help with inflammation. So they can actually be used for loads of different situations. And I like to combine ferrum phos and kali mure for conditions where there's mucus as well. So if it's for, sinus infection or something, or a very bad chesty cough, those two work really, really well together. But ferrum phos tissue salts are brilliant. And you like belladonna. And belladonna is for like the early stage of a sore throat, comes on quickly, kind of throbbing, very hot, swollen sensations. I like, for ones that have gone deeper, I like Merxol, and that's for a more ulcerated throat.
And bad breath.
And there's always a smell with Merxol, you're right.
And extra saliva. I always ask that question that's for what I do for Merc. I think, are you swallowing more? Have you got more spit in your mouth? That always hits Merc for me.
Yeah. And there are loads of other throat remedies, but you really do have to, I find it really helpful, Rita, to tell people when they're treating their kids or themselves to do a body scan, to start at the top and work your way down and say, what else is going on besides the sore throat? Is there a pain in the head? Or their sore eyes? How are the eyes looking? Are they sweaty looking? Are they pale? Are they thirsty when you get to the mouth? Are they able to eat? Are they able to drink? There's a few remedies that have awful pain on swallowing, but the person is inclined and compelled to keep swallowing. So that's quite unusual, and that's all in the little books as well.
Great. Next question.
What's the next one? Nosebleed remedies.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Christiana. Thanks for that. All my first go-to, which helps most, especially with kids, is phosphorus. One dose of phos and the nosebleeds tend to stop. That's my very favourite. What about you? Yeah,
I'm the same. Phos has a tendency to bleed as well. But yeah, they would be the first two I would go to. But then if it's an injury, if it's a nosebleed from an injury, you're looking at something completely different. You're looking at arnica or aconite if there's shock as well.
Yeah, good point. I didn't think of that.
I know, it's just after coming to it. I'm kind of, this is pressurized here, isn't it? On the spot prescribing. Maybe we should have rethought this one. Okay. There's one here, I'm not going to put it up on the screen because it's not appropriate to put it up, but it's about a teenage daughter who has missed out on making friends in college, in her first year in college, because she was focused only on her boyfriend and she shared a house with him. And now, months later, she's lonely as they're not together. Or are they? No, they're still a couple, but they're not living together, and things are not as amazing as she hoped. And she's in very low energy. She has low energy, low motivation. She's very close to tears. Anything that can help her. That's
Yeah,
a big one. There's loads there.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay, that for me would be so go and see a homeopath, because that the girl will then express things that may not say to the mum, and say things that really point to the remedy for the homeopath. That's such a deep one. She needs a good chat, and we actually never talked about the worth of the consultation and the talking to a homeopath in an hour. We've never said that. Maybe we could talk about that another time.
Yeah.
You know, what is a consultation like? Where you talk for an hour, and it's not like being at the doctor where you just keep to the body parts. You know, I've got like a sore throat and a headache. Like, what can you give me? Like, you know, we go into all the depths of it, don't we? Like, when does it start? How do you really feel? How does it, when you're telling me this, how does that feel? So when that girl say we'll be talking about those emotions to you, she'll be getting sensations in her, won't she? Maybe a lump in the throat, that would be Ignatia or Nat or she'll get a stomach ache, that'll be another remedy, or I don't know, it could be anything, right? You know, those sensations you get. That's so key for prescribing, and that is why you need to see a homeopath, and that's why we ask so many questions in an hour. So there's one remedy, wasn't it? Ignatia, Nat.
So Ignatia is for broken heart, isn't it?
Yeah, there's grief there, right? It's a grief, a homesickness, a sadness is a type of grief. So grief remedies we'd be looking at. Weepy, pulsatilla are quite weepy. So lovely girl's remedy, a female remedy, right?
Yeah.
But that's that you really she could really do with seeing a homeopath.
And the mum is saying anything immediate before we come for a consultation. What's your thoughts on giving something before coming for a consultation? Can it change the case?
Totally. That would be like spoiling something that you're cooking. You know, you got this great thing, and you just mess it up at the start by chucking in too much of something, and like, because that will have such an effect. You won't get you need the whole case from the start, that whole, otherwise you've already messed it up a bit, right?
Yeah. So in the meantime, until they come for a consultation, any advice? Actually, I say get her out. Get her outside, get her moving, get the energy flowing in her body. I don't know what this girl is at. Maybe she's doing this already. Maybe she's exercising. But you know, we need to exercise to release the happy hormones. And if we're just, somebody fell down the stairs. I think she's okay. Not a really bad cry. Her daddy's out there. Not that bad. She'll be in a minute anyway.
Well, we can watch you prescribe for her falling down the stairs.
Try and stop. It's okay. Really bad. I can't remember what I was saying. Yes. Get that girl out, moving, out in the fresh air. The weather is gorgeous here at the moment, and talking. Get her talking about what's going on.
And cry, and let them cry.
Yeah.
Like, don't say, "Oh, don't cry now, don't," because that's suppressed. Don't let them suppress the tears. So just sit with them and just listen, and just, they want to cry, let it all come out. It's healing. Tears are healing.
That's why sometimes most people cry in my office. And I just say that to people who are listening. Everybody feels really bad when they're sitting here in my crying chair, crying. But everybody does, because when you come to a homeopath, we're not going to try and stop you crying. If your mum is talking to you and you're crying, she will be saying, just like you said there, Rita, no, don't cry, because we don't want to see people we love upset. and we try to make them feel better, but they're not getting it all out. And that's not to say that homeopaths are heartless wenches sitting back feeding on the pity, the grief of others. We're not. But we don't have that connection. We don't need to stop people crying. We realize that it's important. You get the really good stuff when somebody is upset, and this is their time. They want to cry. They're allowed to cry. That's okay. Okay, we have we're coming up to the last question. So there's quite a few of you watching. If there's anything else, anything, now is your chance to ask. Here's the next one.
Coughs. Oh, Catriona, did you not see our video last week?
No, Katrina. It's not Catriona.
Oh, Katrina. Sorry. Oh, she's Irish then. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
I love that.
God, that's the last time I see anyone's name that I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it all to you. Catriona in Wales, okay?
Seriously, is that a name in Wales?
That's how I would say it, yeah. Catriona. Sorry, Katrina.
Keep digging. Catriona is who I did the event with last night.
Oh, maybe, yeah, so I'm very confused.
Okay, so coughs. She said there's so many remedies for them. I always struggle to find the right remedy. What should I be looking for? Okay, go, Rita.
Oh. I hate coughs.
I know.
I hate them.
I know.
They're so hard. They're so hard that you get the main five, right? You get the main five that we discussed in the last video. And then it's a chronic, so it's part of something else. So for example, my son had a cough and he sees a homeopath because homeopaths don't really treat their own children for chronic things. They can't see them properly. So
I think there's something sneaking in your door there, Rita. Is there?
Oh, come on. Come on. Hello. Yeah, and here, have some. He needs water.
You're a better mother than me. My child fell down the stairs and I stayed here.
Okay. So, coughs, yeah. So say it's the main fight, or say it's not working, then it's chronic. So she's prescribed him something that isn't a main cough remedy because it's his whole picture. It's everything. So it's not always a prime cough remedy. There's some other stuff going on there. So that's why you need to see a homeopath. It's tricky. But sometimes, and that's when, you've done brilliant videos on these things. Everyone should look at Antoinette's videos on prescribing. They're all really great, these 5-minute videos she does. So say you try them first, right? So you could try that wet cough, the wet chest. You can hear that phlegm and tart. So maybe try that. And then you think, oh, it's not working. All right, then I'll go see my homeopath. Something
I wonder
else.
what sort of cough this is. I've got my water here. I'm wondering what sort of cough this is that Katrina's struggling with. That it's been going on for a while, and Katrina's actually very good with her remedies. So I know she has tried quite a few. It's something that's coming on at night time.
And I'll tell you something that I've learned: coughs that go on for months. All right, so I had a patient. The key cough remedies are not working.
Yeah,
and then the constitutional remedies, I've seen the girl for a long time. Constitutional remedies not working. I've then detoxed the vaccine and the cough is gone. It's the DTaP that tends to cause this. So that's just another thing for you all to know. Sometimes if you've had bad coughs and had antibiotics since they were little, always getting a chest infection, coughs all the time, 3 or 4 times a year, antibiotics, detox, childhood vaccination, it won't come back. So there's something. Okay.
Funny one coming in. I think it's for you, Rita. One other thing about the coughs. You can make some nice. I make my own home syrups, cough syrups.
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I have a couple of different ones. So for a cough that's very mucousy, where there's a lot of mucus, it's very thick mucus, and the person isn't able to cough it up. And this is why they're coughing and coughing and coughing. They just can't get that gunk up. So yeah. I would, I didn't tell you this already, did I?
I didn't know this.
I chop up a raw onion,
Yeah.
And I add in a teaspoon or half a teaspoon of honey or maple syrup or even sugar if that's all you have. So you chop up this onion and you add in the bit of sugar and you mix it up and then you cover it. And the sugar draws the juice out of the onion. And you could put garlic in there as well. Okay, so you leave it for about 4 hours. And in that, after that time, you will have enough for maybe a day and a half of a cough syrup. And you can give a spoonful of this every couple of hours. But it thins down that horrible thick mucus. It breaks it up. And also garlic and onion is so full of, it's nature's own antibiotic. It's an anti-inflammatory. Now, it stinks. That's the thing. So when you open it up, it smells really bad. So don't open it in front of your patient. Open it somewhere. That's really important, okay? Because they'll just get the whip going. But it tastes really sweet. They wouldn't know that it's made of onions and garlic, okay? So strain it away from them and, come along with your spoonful and give them that.
Hey, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And also, if there's a lot of mucus, you need to get more water into them. Now, I'm not saying this is what's wrong with Katrina's little girl. It's just an extra tip. If there's mucus, water, kiwis, things like that to thin it down and help get
kiwis.
Kiwis are brilliant for, they're full of vitamin C, but they're great at breaking up that phlegm as well.
I didn't know that.
And you
are brilliant.
I learned all of this or a lot of this in a clinic that I trained in when I finished college.
Kiwis for coughs. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know, Rita, I did something funny with my fringe because everything is flipped here. My fringe doesn't go. When you're looking at yourself in the reverse, it's got a bit weird. I know. I was with my hairdresser yesterday, and she said to me, "Oh, I saw one of your videos last week, and I was thinking, what is that girl doing? Her hair is awful." About me, obviously. So, yeah.
She needs to come in before we go live then.
Yes, yeah. So she's going to put up a comment and say, "What's going on with your hair?" Okay, Risha, here you go. This is for you. I'm not putting the name up on the screen here, okay? Piles.
Oh.
Piles since labour.
Have they not watched our video? Well, nobody's watched our video last week.
You didn't give any answers for this. You said you were the piles queen.
Didn't I say? I said Nitrac, nitric acid. That's a really good piles remedy. If it's bleeding and it feels like cutting glass,
Oh, okay.
If a piles woman's gonna know what I'm talking about.
You could be like the poster child for piles. You know what I'm talking about. There's this lady says that her piles are itchy as well. So
yeah, that's just the nature. Yeah, Nitrac's the one. After that, I don't have any in my brain that I remember.
Okay, sulfur is one that's coming to me for itchy piles, and if there's heat. Actually, I brought piles on myself, not me physically, but I've had a few people come with piles in the last week since we were talking, and I think, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think they're coming on with labour because the elasticity is gone in the veins.
Yes.
So they really need tissue salts, calc-fluor tissue salts, and I would recommend, there's a pregnancy program for tissue salts, so you take different ones every month. You would take 2 or 3 different ones every month. There's 12 in total. You don't need the whole 12 all the time, but calc-fluor is one of the ones that you really need, and it'll help the skin as it's stretching, and it'll help the veins because they have to accommodate a lot more blood. And then they're able to spring back after. Yeah, no, I'm finished.
Also, you can get piles hormonally. Then you need to see your homeopath because you keep getting them at some point in your cycle. So that's again big case. Go and see Antoinette. She's so good at that stuff.
And piles are really common before your period as well. And sometimes, we have the sepia remedy. It's that dragging down, that heavy feeling. I think that's piles. I think that's internal piles.
Ah. Hey?
What do you think?
Yeah. Now you say it.
It makes sense, doesn't it? And then it's
Yeah.
gone again it's gone the next day or whatever. I think it's just increased blood volume.
Yeah. God.
So yeah, that's just a new spin on it. So that is our last question for the moment. Anybody else got anything they would like to ask us?
Yeah, I saw something come up. I saw a question about Ruth.
There's actually loads here. Did I miss all of those? Or can you see?
I just saw one. Ruth said about earwax.
Okay. What did Ruth say?
Ruth said, I think her husband. Did I read that right? Ruth said her husband's got earwax.
Okay, we'll put it up here.
Ah.
Okay, how to alleviate earwax build-up for hubby that has to wear earplugs every day.
Is the earplugs causing the earwax build-up in the first place? That could be it, because then you've got, that is the cause. So you don't need a remedy because that's the cause. So you'd have to wear maybe headphones instead. Why do we produce earwax? Do you know, Rita? See, when these really scientific questions, I don't know. We shouldn't put each other on the spot, though, should we? I don't know. Do you know? Do you know? I do. I'm just wondering if you think the same as me on this one. Okay. I'm like, you're making me hot now. Now I'm hot. I kind of know, but I don't know enough to explain it to make me not look stupid. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I would think it's better out than in. Yeah, it's all secretions. We're full of secretions, and it's just getting rid of, stuff that flies in our ears, and make sure, and other stuff. Yeah. Right, exactly. Next one. We'll just skip that one. Can you see it? Okay, so Ruth, does he have to wear the earplugs, or can he get different ones? Yeah, because that's already going to help. It's not. You don't even have to see a homeopath then. Oh, hang on. It's not coming out though. Is that the problem? How to help alleviate earwax buildup? Oh, okay. It's not coming out. Cali Muir, again, tissue salt's really good for that. Pulsatilla is also good for kind of glue ear symptoms. So I would say the same thing would apply here if he has pulsatilla kind of traits. But Cali Muir, tissue salts, and then you don't have to match up quite so strictly the mental and emotional states. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going with that because I don't deal with earwax a lot. And it tends to be part of the chronic. So I've never focused on earwax. I've looked at the entire case, and then earwax is part of it. Then I'll give a remedy for the entire case, and then the earwax will get better. Yeah. Which is why I don't know one, because it's never a primary reason anyone's come to see me. That's why. So I think I never treat. Yeah, nor me. All I can think of, the closest I've dealt with is glue ear in small children. I like Hope Eye ear candles for removing wax, for drawing out wax. Okay, hi Svetlana, you're on here saying hello. I just discovered how to do this, how to stick up comments. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. So if we get any trolls, we can just stick up their whole comment and we'll see their face, and then everybody who's on here can go and troll them. Yeah? Problem? Yeah. We can all just have a laugh in unison at the comment. Okay, Christiana said, is that effective for an adult too? What effective? What were we talking about? Hi, Joanna. I don't know. Next bit. I don't understand that. I don't know. What can I give my daughter that has excessive separation anxiety, please? That's from Paula. Same as the one before. It's a grief of sorts. So if it's the main remedy tends to be pulsatilla, but then there's others. There's others, Ignatia again. isn't it?
I'm just reading Ruth said, let the trolling begin. Ruth is ready.
Ruth, you get them for us.
Okay, you need to repeat what you were saying because I wasn't listening.
So I'm sure you've done a video on this. Separation anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Kids starting schools, kids starting nursery. I always think Ignatia, pulsatilla. What do you say?
I like calcarb as well, especially for if they're smaller kids and they're snotty. And you see this, in September when they're all starting school, and my own little girl was snotty up until probably snotty and chesty, up until October, November, and it was separation anxiety, and calcarb is what she got in the end to get her out of that. But anxiety can produce a lot of mucus as well because it's the chest that's affected. Our chest holds grief, so we start to produce stuff. So excessive separation anxiety, it could be something like aconite as well, maybe, for absolute panic, where you freeze, where you think this is the worst thing in the world. There's some nice general remedies, like passiflora is a nice general remedy, I think, for anxiety. That might be good for kids, but if this is an ongoing thing, you need to see a homeopath, I would say.
Yeah, my son had this. My son had this, and there's two things. The other thing is that a homeopath will give you might need a really high potency. So you don't want to mess about without doing that yourself, giving high potencies. That's why all the kits are 30 C.
Yeah.
So my son needed a big kick of it. But then you need to know what you're you don't want to be dosing that on your own. Like, I would certainly not go any way above 30 C. Or once or twice, and then that's it. But my son had this, and I also gave him what they call the Bach flower remedies.
Yeah. There's one called Child Essence. Is that Bach flower?
Oh, see, I don't know that one. It was another one.
I don't know it either.
There was one, if you Google Bach flower essence, and then you can put that in their water, and I gave that a couple of times a day, and then he was fine. But the way he told my homeopath things I never knew.
Yeah.
How we talk so much about the school, what the fears and everything, and then he said, when I go to school, my heart beats really fast and hard, and I thought, God, I didn't know that. And he was getting these palpitations when he was going in, and she knew what to give him for that. So again, when you go to see a homeopath, and he was starting school, so he was about 5. Can talk to the homeopath even for 10-15 minutes independently, will come out with things that they do not come out with at home, so they can prescribe properly for you.
I think anxiety is massive in kids. I think a lot of people have anxiety, but I'm seeing a lot of kids in the last while with anxiety. And I used to treat mainly kids with asthma, and now I'm treating mainly kids with anxiety. And sometimes it can manifest as tummy pains or bedwetting, stuff like that as well. It's hard. It's really hard for them, and they're not able to. They don't have a choice. If they have to go to school or whatever, they just have to get on with it. And sometimes our kids are very young and they're going off to school, and it's hard, isn't it?
It is.
And sometimes mums need the remedies as well.
Yes.
Just as often.
Yes, and when you heal the mum, you heal the child twice as fast.
Yeah.
Because you're connected. You're still connected.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go into how that is. Oh, I've just opened a can of worms there. But I'm God. Now I wish you don't let those words come back in my mouth. Oh, like, how do we get started there? Just know it, okay? Just know that if you're a mum and you've got child issues, but you've got issues, if you get treated, like, everyone just gets better faster. Just know that. I don't want to go any further than that.
Stop talking there, Rita, okay? Okay, Ruth is let me tell you what Ruth was saying. She said she thinks the earplugs are exaggerating the problem. You're so smart, Rita. You said that. Okay. She said, I heard one granite juice from the medical medium. I don't know what she means.
I think she said pomegranate juice afterwards.
Pomegranate. Oh, so you can see.
No, I see bits coming up on my screen when they come up.
Okay. See, they're not coming up on my screen. I have to go in and look at them down here. Joanna is on there. Hey, Joanna, how are you doing? Okay, we have another one.
Oh,
Anything
gosh.
for stress eating?
See, I'm getting hot again. When I get hot, I think that means like it's a go and see a homeopath because it's really a big case. I'm like, one remedy. There is no one remedy for that.
Yeah.
No, that's big. That's big.
We talked about this a lot last night at our Womankind, and there is a huge connection between obviously anxiety and eating, comfort eating. That's what it's all about, because we're feeding an emotional gap and we're feeding it with hunger. But that needs a consultation.
Yeah.
Okay, Paula, I love the way you are spelling this. Are you saying aconite?
Oh, I love that. That is brilliant.
Oh, Paula, I love that.
Love it.
ACONITE is aconite.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Oh yeah, Lisa's saying aconite as well. What should we say in aconite for? Oh, they're talking to each other. We're missing stuff.
They're sorting each other out. That's great.
Okay, yeah, they are. They're given arsenal and mimulus. Can anyone please repeat the remedy for nosebleeds as recommended by the ladies?
Phosphorus, Christiana. However, very important, if you are seeing a homeopath, then you need to contact them, because if you take phosphorus and you're already taking another remedy, that can knock that out. And if that was doing so much work and then you put something else in, well, it'll stop that. And then you'll just have phosphorus, maybe fixing the nosebleeds, but not fixing 10 of the symptoms the homeopath has prescribed for. So very important. If you're seeing a homeopath, call them. Don't self-prescribe. Yeah. If you're doing this for yourself or your husband and your other children that is not seeing a homeopath, knock your socks off.
Yeah.
Just do it.
But I would say most homeopaths would agree that arnica is okay to give if there's a trauma.
Yeah.
Or do you say no to arnica as well?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
For
arnica for trauma?
Yeah.
No, I give that before they call me, even if they're my patient. Always give arnica. Yes, okay. For sure. Yeah.
Let me see. Anything else here? Okay, that's it for the moment. Rita, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, gosh.
Busy, haven't
you? Yeah. Yes. I've been a bit of a machine. Yeah, really busy. With lots of detox cases. Right. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, doing really well. And I just think that I'm going to talk more about this, but I think if we detox children straight away after vaccines, then I wonder how many problems we'd be solving. So I want to try and kind of like promote that, because I'm just seeing so many children who are getting better after detoxing the vaccine. So let's prevent as well as curing, maybe focus on preventing. So it's so easy to do, isn't it? So yeah, super busy.
So I have seen on your page that you're telling people that detoxes are important even if there aren't obvious signs of vaccine damage.
Yeah.
So you're treating lots of things. I'm getting cold here.
Yeah.
Your hot flushes.
I'll ask you a hard question now. I'm going to warm you up.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the other such a strong message I'd like to put out from this week is, okay, so I'll get say an autism case or ADHD case and detox them, and they see the children getting better and think, oh, I really should do the other child too. So they'll just do it because the mother thinks there's something not quite right, something that other people won't notice, but as a mother you think there's something not quite right, but I can't put my finger on it. And then they'll have chronic snotty noses, lots of colds, stomach aches, going to school with tummy aches all the time, which you think is anxiety, but it isn't. Headaches, chronic headaches, kids, 6-year-olds with headaches all the time. You detox the vaccines in 2 months, it just goes. It's pretty amazing. So I think, gosh, all those thousands, millions of children with chronic problems which don't, they're not high up on the radar. How many of them are caused by vaccines? So easy to do. Everyone should detox vaccines in their kids. I wish my mum had done it to me.
Yeah, I had a vaccine reaction after the 3-in-1. I started to take convulsions.
Yeah, how old were you?
I don't know, maybe 6 months. I don't know what age I was when I got the 3-in-1. But when my sister came to get her vaccines 4 years later, the doctor said, "Oh no, because her sister had a reaction, she will get the 2-in-1 instead of the 3-in-1." I think it was the whooping cough one that he thought there was an issue with. So back then, doctors were seeing that there was a problem with some of the vaccines, and anyway. That's a whole other can of worms. But you were getting amazing results.
Yeah, and actually that happened to me as a child. I was hospitalized. I only found this out last year because you just don't think it's that important. Hospitalized. I don't know. My mum will remind me something 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, something like that. Hospitalized, and then I was in a room with a fan on me constantly. Oh, it's normal. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, and then you continue to vaccinate. They should have said no more vaccines. But anyway, yeah. How many people is this happening to? So, yes, but getting good results is great.
Did you, when did you find out about your own reaction? Was it after or before you started detoxing children? It was,
I started detoxing children, and I'm vaccine injured from the BCG vaccine. So this is how this whole thing came about. Vaccine injured, I'm vaccine injured, very big passion about it. And then I'm posting on my Facebook group. I'm posting and my mum reads the post. Says, that happened to you. And I'm like, what? Wow.
That's what I was wondering.
Amazing.
It's so funny how you were just drawn into this though, without knowing that you were vaccine injured.
Totally. Everything made sense. When I came to the conclusion only a couple of years ago, but I've been suffering ever since. So, but yeah, I'm driven by it. I totally get everybody, understand them.
Great. There's more. We've got another question here. Any remedy for sleeping too much?
Yes.
Sleep more?
There's loads of things. That's super chronic, and it has that chronic fatigue, and that can happen after vaccines too. Sleeping too much. Yeah. That's massive case. That's a massive case, and you'll be seeing the homeopath for a couple of months. But go and see one.
Yeah, because that's gone beyond just being tired, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'd see this in small babies after birth as well, if there was opiates used.
Yes.
Very, very sleepy babies. Yes. They need to be detoxed as well if you're not able to wake your baby up for feeds.
Yeah, when they say, I couldn't feed my baby, it was falling asleep all the time. That's the meds coming out and the children still tired. You can detox babies and newborns. You can detox them safely. Oh, yeah. And what's causing loads of colic in babies is oxytocin, what they use for bringing on contractions in mums to give birth. Colic. You think, where's this coming from? You detox that with one pill and the colic goes. It's pretty amazing. But it's also showing us the effects of what's happening, from all the meds that we're taking. So there are ways around, and you're never too young. You're never too young or too old to have homeopathy.
Absolutely not. I'm just scrolling here to see, is there anything else that we've missed? There's loads of comments here, ladies. They're all kind of relating to what we've covered already. Anybody else got anything to ask? I want to tell you, Rita, about a testimonial that I shared last night. It's a lady who has endometriosis, and she told me I could share this testimonial. So she's had it for the past 12 years, And she was very, very bad with it. She had chronic pain. She was taking painkillers every day, a couple of times a day. And for a few days every month, she had to walk on crutches. And I said to her, come and let's get you treated. And I wanted to do the full works on her because she was sort of saying, oh no, I've tried different things, you know, and this didn't work and that didn't work. And I said, 6 months, give me 6 months. And so reluctantly she came. So she got a constitutional remedy, which is an all-over remedy. I have detoxed the contraceptive pill, and I have done biocraniology on her. So she is, she's not taking any painkillers now. The cycles are getting shorter, and she's back exercising. She hasn't been on a crutch since the first remedy she got.
Oh, good Lord.
Isn't that just brilliant? So she is starting to get healthy again. She started exercising. You go from a crutch to starting to, you know, go out a 9K walk last week she did. So
that's amazing.
And that's only after 4 visits. So it's powerful, this stuff, isn't it? It's just
so powerful. And especially endometriosis, they have got no cure, and they'll just burn it off and then it grows back.
Yeah.
That's amazing. She must be so happy. That's great.
Thrilled. She's absolutely thrilled. So everything works well together. It's not just a matter of doing detoxes. Like, you are given an all-over remedy as well. The constitutional remedies are very important. So everything together, it's the whole lot together. And if you get that right, it's magic. I have goosebumps because she is doing so well. It's lovely. Makes me feel good.
Great.
Okay, what else we got? Catherine is saying good night. I don't know where you are, Catherine.
Is that how long we've been going for? Oh my Lord. We better wrap it up.
Okay, I'm just making sure I haven't missed anybody else here. Okay. Well, this was fun, wasn't it? I enjoyed this. I mean, like, it was highly pressurized in the beginning. We really take ourselves to the edge here, don't we? Just dangle on. So please do your own research, okay? Don't just go and take the remedies that we have mentioned here. You need to read up on all of the symptoms, all of the mental states of these remedies, and then decide if it's the right one or not. And for the ones that we said need consultations, please do consider that. So if you want to get in touch with either myself or Rita, we do take bookings, and you have a waiting list at the moment. I am booked.
I'm getting through them though, because people are now giving me loads of notice. So I've moved along 3, 4, 5, 6. I've already booked 6 in. So the waiting list is moving. I want to see everybody. So but come and get your name on it. Yeah.
So you can get in touch with us really easy, because this is up on Facebook. So you just go into our Facebook pages and book your consultation there, or give us a call. You have to ring me. I'm old school. You ring me. You have we talk. You have your booking system, don't you?
Yeah, I take it really from Facebook Messenger or email. And then I tell me your time zone, because you're mainly all abroad. So just tell me that, and then, you'll be going on my list. Actually, you'll go on my list, and then I'll send text.
Brilliant. What are you up to for the weekend, Mrs.?
Well, right now my kids are all playing football out there, so I'm going to go out and join them and go to the beach. I live by the beach, so I'm going to go to the beach, go out for food, watch my kids play football and rugby. That is my weekend. What about you?
Yeah, same. I've been working every weekend for the past, a good few weekends. And my husband was working as well. So we're actually both off tomorrow. We're both off now. It's brilliant. So the beach tomorrow for sure. Even if it's cold, I don't care. I need to get out and just spend time with my babies. And I need to buy them all shoes. My daughter has a hole in her shoe. That's So I saw this morning, she was going to school. I was like, get back in and put on something else. Her big toe was sticking out. That's gone on a while. That didn't happen on the way, down the stairs this morning. So all 3 need shoes. I started to look at the others as well. Ooh.
Have you bought your mother something for Mother's Day?
No, but I'm cooking her dinner on Sunday. Yeah, she brought me loads of flowers, actually. She's so sweet. Let me show you these flowers she gave me last night. Hold on.
Oh, nice. Oh,
They're
lovely.
nice because they're the colors of our womankind thing last night. So
Oh,
there's more flowers over there. It's great.
did she throw them at you at the end, like the end of
Yeah,
the show?
I
And she
asked
just
her.
like, you know.
Yeah, I caught one of my teeth. It's just prancing up and down. And like poor Catriona over to one side. And good like that. Oh, for Katrina, that name is stuck in my head now. Catriona. You're so exotic the way you pronounce things, Rita.
Oh, you wait till my Welsh people come up with their funny pronounces of slurs and things like that. Right. They're coming, and I'm just going to wait for you to say their names.
Your poor boy last night or the night before when he said his name, I was just, oh, hi, buddy.
Yeah, he's used to that. He's used to that.
Okay, let's finish up, my dear. And yeah, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week, okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my husband's going, time, we want to go. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.